Yo, what is up everybody? It's your friendly Fortnite friend from the corner. But today, we got a nice little video on our hands today. We're going to be doing the top 5 things Fortnite should add to their game. And these 5 things are just things, in my opinion, I've asked my friends what they think they should add. And then some of you guys might be able to relate to this. But we're going to hop into this. We're going to do 5 things that Fortnite should add to their game. Number 5 is more resources. And what I mean by this is Blitz just came out and it just ended. And basically when you farm a tree, rock, or something, or a chest, you get more and more resources. So I think they should implement that into the actual game mode. I think that you should be getting like 75 at the least from the big trees, not just from Moisty, because in Moisty you get at least 90 per tree in Moisty. So I think the big trees out in the random open should be giving you like 75 at least, or at whatever you want to say, because it gives you about 50. Sometimes 40. It's never really consistent. The medium trees, the little ones give you about 20 something, and then the little ones give you about 13. Like, it needs to be more consistent and more resources, because you don't want to spend most of your game just getting mats, materials, whatever you want to call it. And it's just really nerve-wracking to just keep there and getting 13, 25, this and that, when you can get 75 per tree and be done getting materials after about 6, 7 trees. So you have everything that you need, and the rock should be giving you a good amount, not no 13 if you do 2-hit rocks or whatever you want to call it. It's just something that should not be done in the game. They should add more resources from your farming tools or whatever you want to say with that. The next thing coming in at number 4, what I think they should add is more rarity. Like, it's hard to explain. So I shouldn't be able to go into a game and have harder times to find a jump pad or a launch pad than a scar. Like, you can find a scar before you find a jump pad, and it's crazy. It's crazy how that is. You shouldn't be able to find a scar before you find a jump pad. Like, I think they should lower like the rarity of a scar, or they need to higher the rarity of like jump pads and all the stuff that takes forever for you to find. And branching off into this, you should also be able to find like shotguns, I guess you would say, in chests. I don't know. It's one big idea, but honestly, the rarity of things need to be upped or lowered. Like, I should not have trouble finding a jump pad over a scar. Just certain little things like a campfire, you're not going to come through those often. But you'll find a scar in about a chest or two. At the end of the game, with 20 people left, everybody's going to have a scar, but only one person's going to have a jump pad. So I think the jump pad rarity should be, boosted up, or the scar rarity should be lowered or something like that. You shouldn't have that much trouble. Number 3 is an honest opinion from me and some of my friends, is they should have another dominant weapon. How many times have they added a weapon every Thursday and it lasts for about 2 or 3 days, and then nobody wants to use it anymore? Because last time I checked, there's not been another dominant weapon that stays and everybody uses. Like the death machine, or whatever you want to call it, that hasn't lasted very long. It lasted a day, and then everybody was sick and tired of it. The heavy shotgun, only people like it because you can double pump with it. They need to have another dominant gun, like the gold scar or the scar. They should have another one that's the same damage or better damage than the scar, and they should just make both guns lower in rarity, so you can't find it all the time, so you don't have one person with the gold scar and one person with the new weapon. They need to have a more dominant gun, because people just don't want the best gun to be the gold scar the whole time they play this game. It's just, they need to have more dominant guns and more balanced weapons. And branching off from this is, I think the damage from the pump, honestly, in my opinion, should not be 200 to the head. Like, you should not be able to kill somebody straight to the head with the pump from like 15, 20 feet away. Like, they need a buffer. They need to buff that damage from the green pump. I understand that they took double pump away, but they need to buff that damage really, really low. Coming in at number 2 is something that separates console building and PC building. I think you should be able to change your building wheel. So, for example, you want to be able to take your wall and your ramp and put it right next to each other, because there's a ramp wall thing that a lot of PC players do, and console players do it too, but it takes longer because you got to do 2 clicks to get to the ramp, 2 clicks to get to the wall. When in PC, you could just make a hotkey and switch over to it. So I think, honestly, we should be able to customize our weapon wheel, or not weapon wheel, we should be able to customize our building wheel, so therefore it can make building a little faster. I realize PC builds faster mainly because of the mouse speed, but honestly, if you can switch your own building wheel around, consoles will get really close to being able to build as fast as a PC player if you just turn up your sensitivity and able to switch over to the thing that you want. I know you won't be able to create hotkeys on the controller, but you can make that to be as close to PC building, especially with there being cross compatibility now on both systems for the PC. You don't want to make it so unfair, because one time I was playing a game and the dude had 20 kills because he was on PC and he was building like a maniac, and you couldn't match with him because you had to click over twice to get over to what you want to, and then twice again, and it's more difficult for a console player to get to their wall and ramp, because you got to click over twice, when on a PC you just got to press one hotkey and you're already at what you need. And coming in at number 1, this is a thing, it branches off into 2 subjects. So I think Fortnite should add something like league play off of Black Ops 2. So it should be a competitive scene on Fortnite where you can go over to a tab, either on your squad solo thing tab, or you can switch over to the tab at the top. You should be able to go to a competitive scene where you can go in with friends and go get tokens or whatever, XP, to level up in tiers on Fortnite, so your clan or your team levels up on a leaderboard because of your XP. Or you can go in solo, but like I think it should only be squads or solos, or however they would do it on here, squad, solos, duos, it don't really matter. But on Black Ops 2 you would go in league play with your team and you had different tiers, diamond tier, bronze, silver. I think they should implement something like that into Fortnite on the competitive side. It just makes you better. It just makes you more experienced. It makes it way more fun. And I just really thought league play on Black Ops 2 was a blast. So being able to go and do something competitive with your team will be amazing. Be able to level up in tiers and such. And you still have your regular gaming Fortnite, and then you'll have your competitive part. And also I think they should implement clans on this too, like they did on Black Ops 2, where you can make your own little clan, and you can also have a tab for that where your clan gets XP for winning games, and you can go on a leaderboard. That just makes it way more exciting for everybody and way more competitive for everybody, so you can get on the game and not just go into a regular game and not go on any leaderboard because everybody else is way ahead of you. When on this, you can get a whole clan and it can gather XP from all your wins and such. It just makes it easier for you. That's just my opinion. I'll probably have something playing in the background, like some clips explaining what I'm talking about. But whatever I do, I hope you guys actually get the points of what I'm trying to hit here. Hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. Please comment below and tell me what you think Fortnite should add. And be sure to add Fortnite this video so they can see what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys actually have a great day and a great night. And yeah, that's it. Peace.
I don't need to hear what you gotta say. If it ain't got to do with me, get out my face. I just wanna be up in a better place. I don't need that negative shit in my space. Bullshit's for the birds, and that's every